Who am I? I'm a creative, truth teller, rooted in faith, currently based out of Los Angeles, which I love. Who I'm looking to partner with, people walking in truth, working on themselves in an authentic way. This is my reintroduction. And I think of it as being part of a beginner's mindset that I always like to hold near to me. Because I think as a beginner, when you have that mindset, it keeps us hungry, it keeps us growing, it keeps us in a state more humble, less arrogant, and more open to the things that we can manifest. Let's keep it real. YouTube has always been the platform that I wanted to work on, cultivate, grow. This channel has been in existence for about 2.5 years now. When I started this channel, I was doing self-employment. What I was thinking about doing, build a channel about self-employment, not only in the United States, but around the world. So I started to talk to other people who work on a self-employed basis. I had conversations in the Philippines with self-employed people and people who were either self-employed or even help facilitate the self-employment lifestyle with the spaces that they inhabited. Soon after that, I decided to pursue something that absolutely terrified me. Creating music, writing my own songs, recording my own songs, and putting them out into the world. It has evolved from something entirely different, I think more full, more beautiful, more robust than what it was when we started. And I think that in itself merits a reintroduction. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the challenges that I have experienced in building this channel and connecting with people. It has not been easy. However, if it were not for the challenges, this channel would not be as robust with content. I also would not have started to build the company and the website that I am currently building. I think it's important for us as humans to acknowledge the very, very real results that we have created, no matter how many people have seen it or liked it or applauded it. It is about alignment over applause. I've done hundreds of videos, over 100 songs, written my first book, put products on the website, developed 3 websites, and formed my company. Regardless of whatever the numbers look like on surface, regardless of whatever the challenges that I encountered creating it are, those results are meaningful to me. And I want anyone who feels like they're unheard, unseen, that there's any obstacles stacked against you, I want you to know you're doing meaningful work and your results do matter. For me, it was the opposition, often working in the shadows, that fueled me and became the catalyst to build something bigger than myself, something that includes you and builds a community for the right aligned individuals. Because in the beginning, I had thought about just highlighting my own work in what I was doing, self promotion. What it became after that was a site where we could include more people, a community aspect to the site. This site is rooted in the idea that we have potential and freedom that we all need to unlock in ourselves, myself included, yourself included, anybody else included, whether they want to admit it or not. It operates from that basic framework, understanding that the 110 is about tapping into what we may not have originally realized we were capable of. If you choose to come on this journey with me, It might not be easy, it might not always be pretty, but I can guarantee you that it will be worth it. And we will build the most beautiful things that decades from now, maybe centuries from now, they will look back at and say, look at this beautiful movement. Look at what we have created, what we have all individually done. In the site that I have, I like to make sure that it is a safe place for awakening and unlocking creativity. We don't really believe in envy or jealousy. Instead, we like to support each other's growth and we like to support each other's rises. And that is very important to me. Whether or not you are on this journey with me, or maybe you're watching from the shadows or the sidelines, I want you to know that if I can do this kind of work and I can go through the internal transformation and put my things out into the world, I believe that you can as well. And I want to be here to support you. I'm going to continue what I'm doing on YouTube, on the website, making the songs, doing the podcast and the talk forums, coming across other people's paths along the way, and I want to wish you well along your journey also. Here are 9 meaningful or fun facts about me. The Philippines was the place where this channel originally launched. I flew out to the Philippines and worked with somebody I had worked with for a long time. And one of the coolest things was that a lot of the original audience that came out of this channel, because of where it was started, was from the Philippines. And that makes me very happy. I actually wrote my first book, which I'm very proud of, and I have it right here, 110% to unlock it. I will tell you, there is something very magical in writing your own book and being able to hold it in your hand. And anyone can do it. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Anybody can do it. If you would like a copy of the audio book or the ebook, I have a coupon code for you in order to get it for $1.87. And that coupon on the website at the checkout is 110187. If you plug in that code, it'll allow you to get the audio or the ebook for $1.87. So this falls into the territory of fun, not meaningful. But I have brown hair now. I used to have blonde hair earlier in the summer, and I have dyed my hair since I was 12 years old. It started with Sun-In, and it started being at salons with my mother or seeing friends go in and dyeing their hair. And I've just always loved dyeing my hair. I've always think it's fun. It's a way to change it up. And that is one thing that I will probably never stop. Even if I let like grays come through or whatever, I'll probably dye like the other part of it to give it like a cool contrast. Always loved dyeing my hair. I was born Paul Robert Collington the third, and last year I decided to change my last name from Collington to Cambia. So my full name, my full legal name now is Paul Robert Cambia. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I won't get into all of them, but one of it is I kind of wanted to separate the family that I was born into from some of the chaos that tends to surround me. I feel for the women who have to go and change their name as a result of marriage. I feel for them because there are so many hoops, there are so many documents, it can be so complicated. And so if that's you, I feel you. My favorite purchase of the year, very simple, very inexpensive. It is a rice cooker. I have never had a rice cooker before. I got a rice cooker. I've been cooking a lot of rice. It's not the only thing you can cook in it, but it is so, so simple to use. And it has made my life a lot easier. My favorite purchase of the year, definitely the rice cooker. My favorite scripture, I have a lot of scripture that I love, but this is my favorite at the moment. It's Romans 12:2, and it says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." And I think this is so powerful. While there are so many forces out there that want to distract us and muddy our minds, even control our minds, some would argue, I think that scripture is so relevant today to embrace the transformation and to really allow that mind to transform, realizing that most of the limitations that are set upon us are false. They are false limitations. They do not actually exist. And the forces that want to control us, they don't want us to actually know how powerful that we are. I think that scripture is very relevant today. My favorite song of mine that I have done, it's got to be Parallels. That song to me was written at a very special time. It's about the things that we share between us. Whoever you are, whoever I am, it's about the things that we share. My favorite class that I ever took in school. So I have a first choice and I have a second and a third choice. My first choice was Spanish. This was when I was in seventh grade, and my teacher was just phenomenal. She was from South America. She made us talk in Spanish. So we didn't get to just do the homework, come back, turn it in. We had to use Spanish in class. Even if we didn't know how to do it properly, we had to try. And I think that doing is the most effective form of learning. And so having her hold us accountable, teach us things, and also make us practice them in real time, that to me was one of the most effective classes that I've ever taken. My other two classes that I really enjoyed were film, learning how to edit films and make movies. That was definitely one of my favorite classes. And me and my friends used to go around and film each other. And we would even write our own scripts and make these mini movies. And I get to edit them. And that was always something that was so fun to me. When I was young, I never really saw myself as a celebrity, but I did see myself editing and producing and putting things out into the world, maybe a little more from the behind the scenes seat. The film class that I took was part of that. The third class that I took was kind of a surprise to me, but it was statistics. That class actually was something that just came naturally to me and I enjoyed it. I'm not a person that is naturally good at other kinds of math like algebra, calculus. My younger sister used to help me with those things, but statistics for some reason was just something that I enjoyed and naturally excelled at. This is my cat Rio. I like to hold him like a baby. He loves this. So I got this cat. I got this cat when I was staying in Northern California, and he was by the river. He was only 3 months old, and he was hiding in a garage by himself, abandoned by his mama. And so I took him in, and I think that I changed his life. And I know that he definitely changed mine. So I call him Rio because he was born by the river. And also, he has this ability when he meows, he likes to roll his R's. So I go, Rio, Rio. He is the sweetest cat. I love him, and we're good for each other. Yeah, baby. Did you hear that?